Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. My name's Andrew, also known as the Real Slarty Bartfast, and today I'm going to talk about my top 10 mods for Minecraft. Okay, so these are just the mods that I think are the best and I've used a lot. And yeah, I hope you enjoy. I'll leave it in the description. I'll leave a link to all of them so that you can download and play them for yourself. Just before I start off, I'd just like to highlight a brilliant mod pack. It's called Solitary Craft. It's available on the AT launcher. When you download it, it's fantastic because you can select the number of mods. There's only a few core mods that you have to have with it, and the rest are up to you. So it's a really good opportunity, especially if your computer isn't as powerful enough to run the huge mod packs like the Yogscast Complete Pack or something like that. It's a great opportunity to play some of the mods involved in that without having massive problems of lag. So yeah, definitely check it out. I'll also put that in the description. It's Solitary Craft on the AT launcher. Anyway, we'll get into number 10. So number 10 is What Am I Looking At, also known as Walia. It's a simple mod. It just helps you when you're walking around in the world. It tells you what the item you're looking at is from what mod pack it is. So it can be quite useful, especially if you've got loads of ores or that sort of thing, to distinguish between the different ones at a glance. And it just comes in a little block box at the top of the monitor. So it's really useful when you're in Minecraft going around, and especially in modded Minecraft, it will tell you exactly what you're looking at and from what mod pack it is, so that you're not spending ages mining something and only to find out it's not the right thing for what you need. Okay, that brings us up to number 9. Number 9 is Not Enough Items. Very useful. Really should be in vanilla Minecraft. It just helps so much. It's a very good resource. Basically what it is it's a search engine. So when you open your inventory like this, you can search all the items that you can craft in the game, and you can also look up the recipes for them and the uses for them. So that's really useful, and it comes up here in general. So that's always very useful, especially if you don't know how to build the items. It's vitally important for a mod pack that is new. So I definitely use that if you can. Number 8 is Industrial Craft. It's a fairly straightforward mod. It's available in Tekkit, a very popular set of mods. So definitely check it out. It just adds loads of machines and that sort of thing to Minecraft, which can help with the processing and that sort of thing. It brings us to number 7. Number 7 is Chisel. Chisel's really interesting mod. It allows you to vary what blocks look like. So basically you have this chisel and you right click on it and you select the item you want to change. So you can have all sorts of things. So you can have multiple textures for glass and sand and that sort of thing, and it just makes it look really pretty. It's brilliant if you're building something in Minecraft, or you are well, yeah, mainly if you're building something. It just can add to the aesthetics, so you can be more pleased with the work that you've done. Next one is Tinker's Construct. I love Tinker's Construct. It's a really interesting one, and it adds like proper smelting into Minecraft. So you can combine. There's a whole load of new ores and that sort of thing, and you can also combine them all. So for instance, you can combine gold and silver to make electrum and that sort of thing. So it's really fantastic. With it, you can pour out the liquid from these big furnaces into a molds, and you can make all sorts of tools and equipment from that. So it's really good, really interesting mod, well worth getting into if you ever have the opportunity to do so. As I said, it should be available in the Solitary Craft optional mods And as a repeat, I definitely check that mod out. It's very useful for those who aren't running a high-end computer and just want to play with a couple of mods. So yeah, very, very good. Next is for number 5 is big reactors. Now, big reactors are really awesome. It adds huge multi-block structures to it to provide a lot of power to your system. It's very interesting. It's well worth getting into. It's hard work. If it all goes wrong, it can explode. So be warned. But it's brilliant, and it tests your knowledge and your abilities with Minecraft, but it's well worth having. I love that mod. It's very useful. Next is number 4. Is Ars Magica. It's probably one of the most in detail mods there are out there. It adds a whole load of new things. Basically, you can become a wizard. You can create spells and all sorts of things. You can enchant stuff and that sort of thing, and it's really, really in depth. You can do so much with this this mod. It's unbelievable. Just all sorts of things that you can do. It's well worth getting into. Will take up a lot of time to do all the things, but it is very, very good, and it's great fun to play with. So well worth a play with if you ever get the opportunities to do so. It's well worth the effort that it is to do. That brings us to number 3. Number 3 is Biomes Aplenty. It makes Minecraft World, the spawn, even more beautiful by adding huge amounts of biomes, and it gives it a more realistic touch to it, I guess, in the fact that you can there's a greater variety in the biomes, so it's great. It's particularly great for those of you who like going out and exploring. That's it's a fantastic mod for that. There's a load of things to look at and that sort of thing, so well worth your time. And it adds various plants and that sort of thing into the game. So and yeah, it's just great for exploring. I love the biomes it produces. It's one of my favorite mods. Next we come to Applied Energistics. Now this mod is very useful. It helps with all sorts of power management and that sort of thing, as well as it introduces computers, so you can automate the entire process. So if you're stuck making, I don't know, solar panels or whatever, you can get the computers to do all the steps for you, which is very good for saving time and effort, and it can be very frustrating if you're making a lot of items and there's so many processes involved and that sort of thing. It is brilliant for that. Well worth doing it. You can save recipes on it. You can get it to do processes. You can order items up. You can do all sorts. You can store all your stuff. It's another brilliant part of this mod is the fact that you can store all your items instead of having to put them in chests, which is very frustrating. And because when you have a lot of stuff, you have trouble finding what you're looking for. Well, this is brilliant for that. It sorts it all out. You can search through it with not enough items, and you can at a click of a button you can call all the resources that you have and have a look at them all together. Okay, and finally for my favorite mod. Now my favorite mod it's huge. It creates a whole new dimension. It's called the Lord of the Rings mod, and it's brilliant. It adds a whole character development into it. You can become good and bad, and depending on how good or how bad you've been, your environment, particularly the creatures, will change their attitude towards you. So it's brilliant. It's really, really, really in depth. Well worth playing if you ever have the opportunity. I have been able to get it to work with Solitary Craft. Unfortunately, it's not in the mod pack, so you'd have to download it separately. But as I said, I've got a link in the description below. Love Lord of the Rings, and it's a beautiful mod to play with it. It's fantastic. Has all sorts of creatures and that sort of thing, as well as a large number of items as well. very, very in-depth, very, very interesting. You could play it as an individual game on its own. That's how in-depth and beautiful it is. It's stunning, well worth the playthrough. And yeah, so if you ever get the opportunity, check it out. Okay, this is Andrew, also known as the Real Slartibartfast, signing out. If you like the video, please leave a comment or a like. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, subscribe to have more videos like this one, as well as Minecraft videos and some other videos, hopefully in some point in the future. But certainly initially we're only doing Minecraft. But hopefully I'm planning to do some other videos. I had done a Dota 2 video today. Unfortunately, the audio didn't record, so you can check that out when I'm finally able to get around to redoing it. I plan to do a series on that for your enjoyment. Also, maybe I'm going to think about doing a physics of video games series, looking into how realistic the physics in certain games are and that sort of thing. But we'll have to see about that later. Anyway, that's a long outro. Sorry about that. Just to finish off, just to sign out. I am the Real Slartibartfast, and enjoy.